to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Carlee Russell. Yes, everyone's talking about this, so I had to get on here and make a video about it because this story is insane. So if you want to hear what happened to Carlee Russell, just keep watching this video. On Thursday, July 13, 2023, around 9:45 p.m., a 25-year-old nursing student named Carlee Nicole Russell, who went by Carlee, had just left her job at Woodhouse Day and was driving down I-495 interstate in Hoover, Alabama. She was on the phone with her brother's girlfriend and she was driving home from work. So she's driving down the road on the interstate and she sees something on the side of the road and she's like, what's that? As she gets closer, she sees that it's a small male toddler with a diaper on the side of the interstate. So she tells her friend that she's gonna pull over to see what's going on. She told her friend she was gonna call her back after she called 911. So Carlee hangs up the phone with her brother's girlfriend and then she calls 911. And this is what she said.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
Hold on. Where am I supposed to are you?
I'm right next to the exit 10 by the Pepper Med, like to get off by the Pepper Med.
Okay, so you're before that exit?
Yes.
Okay, and were you headed southbound or northbound? Like towards Tuscaloosa or towards 280?
Towards Tuscaloosa.
Okay, and was the child on the left or right side?
On the right side.
Were they walking northbound or southbound?
They're walking towards Tuscaloosa.
Walking southbound, or how old did they look?
Like a toddler, like maybe like 3 or 4.
Did you pull over with them? Are you still with them?
Yes.
Okay, are you with the child right now?
No, I'm not. I didn't get out of the car. I can see them though.
Do you mind staying and keeping an eye on them until we get there?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, what kind of car are you in?
I'm in a red Mercedes-Benz.
Is that a sedan or SUV?
SUV. I mean, it's a sedan. Sorry.
Can you put your hazards on for me?
Yeah, they're on.
Okay. Did you talk to the child at all, or did you say anything to them?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do they look like they're injured?
No, they don't.
Are they white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
They're white.
Okay. Is it male or female?
I think it's a boy, a little boy.
White male? Okay. So is he wearing clothes?
Yes.
Okay. What is he wearing?
It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper.
And you don't see any cars anywhere?
No, no cars anywhere.
Okay. All right. What's your name?
My name is Carlee Russell.
And you don't see any injuries on the child from where you're at, correct?
No, but I can't really see them that good.
Okay, try to keep an eye on them for the best that you can, because I don't want you to lose track of them.
Okay.
Alright, and do they have shoes on?
No.
No shoes?
Not that I can see. I can't really see that. Look.
Okay. Alright, I've got them on the way, okay? Just try to keep an eye on them, but officers are on the way, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
So Carlee calls her friend back and she says that she's going to check on the child. She gets out the car and as she's checking on the child, her friend just heard Carlee scream. She just screams and then she loses connection with her. The phone line is still open, but Carlee's not speaking anymore. The friend started to freak out and then she called 911 on a different line. It was learned that she was on her way home from her job at the Woodhouse Day Spa and had stopped to get food for her and her family, which was about 10 minutes from Carlee's house. After leaving there, she went to Target on Highway 280 and she bought some snacks and then she got into the car and started driving down I-495 on the interstate. The police released traffic camera footage and you can see Carlee's car pulling over onto the shoulder of the highway with her hazards on.
459 South, mile marker 10. It's going to be a child walking on the 3 or 4-year-old child walking on the side of the interstate next to her. RP's going to be close by in a red Mercedes sedan with the hazards on.
Call the RP back. She's not at their vehicle.
We're not getting the female to answer. We're trying to call her back. She's not answering. 10-4. Southbound walking southbound. It was a toddler, 3 or 4-year-old wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper. RP arrived in a red Mercedes along with the RP's description is going to be.
Copy. Thank you. 42, just be advised, her vehicle is unlocked, running. All her personal belongings except for her phone.
If we can we start getting into Atkins Tram area? Just
She exits the driver's side of her red Mercedes and walks around to the passenger side.
the Atkins Tram area. Just see if this child might have wandered from her house over there. The RP had just saw the child walking on the side of the interstate and had gotten out with it when she had disconnected. You want us to start seeing if we can get her phone number pinged?
Apparently there's a sister that was on the phone with her and still has an open line with her phone and can hear her vehicles as if it's like on the side of the interstate or something.
First call we got was from her. Second call we got was from the family.
Right. I'm just saying that the sister apparently has an open line with that phone still.
Then she walks away towards the woods, and that's all we can see. I want you guys to look closely at the video and let me know if you can see a toddler, because I couldn't, so I don't know if you guys can, but I only saw Carlee. First responders arrived at the scene minutes after Carlee's 911 call, and they saw her car on the side of the road. Near her car were her personal belongings. They found her wig, her cell phone. I heard that there was an Apple Watch, and they saw her purse there. Now, the items that she bought from Target, that wasn't found in her car or near her car at all. The next morning, the police, her family, and the community gathered together to search for Carlee. And the FBI, the U.S. Secret Service, the U.S. Marshals, they all gathered together to investigate what happened to Carlee. They were even giving out a $50,000 reward for her safe return.
She's a fighter too. She's joyful and she's laid back, but if it's a chance for her to put up a fight to try to save her life, she's gonna do everything she can to put up a fight. And I was telling my husband and I were talking today, she was just so happy, or yesterday, she was just so happy all the way up until I talked to her at 9:19. She was just so happy. And
clearly, Carlee's parents are very upset and heartbroken over her disappearance. I mean, this is every parent's worst nightmare. Can you imagine your daughter goes missing and you're there within minutes and you have no idea what happened to her? That is just, I can't even imagine it. At 10:44 p.m. on Saturday, so this is 2 days after Carlee was missing, 911 got a phone call saying that Carlee was returned home safely and she was at the house. She was physically there. Carlee was there. And there is video footage showing Carlee walking in her neighborhood down the road to her house. Medics were told that Carlee was unresponsive, but she was breathing. And when medics finally got to the house, they saw that Carlee was conscious and she was speaking. Police responded to the scene and assisted Carlee to the hospital. Carlee was able to give the police a statement, and this is what she said happened. Carlee said she had gotten out of her car to check on the child. A man came out of the trees saying he was also checking on the baby. She described him as having orange hair with a bald spot. She said he had suddenly picked her up and forced her over the fence and put her in the car. The next thing she knew, she was in a tractor trailer, an 18-wheeler. She said in the truck there was another man and a woman, and she said she could hear a baby crying, but she couldn't see the baby. And then while she's in the truck, she said she was able to escape, but somehow she was brought back to the truck and blindfolded. Then she was taken to a house, and when she was in the house, sorry that I'm smiling, guys, it's just, the story is just keep bleeding. So she said she was taken to the house, and while she was at the house, blindfolded and whatnot, they didn't want to tie her wrists up because they didn't want to leave any marks on her wrists. So that's why her hands were free. At the house, she said that they undressed her and they took photos of her. She said that the woman was feeding her cheese crackers and was playing with her hair. She said she was able to escape again when she was put into a car and she got loose. She was free. So she ran into the woods and she's just running and running and running. Then finally she's outside of the woods and then she recognizes that she's near her house. So she's like, I can just walk home from here. So she walks home. Police observed minor injuries on Carlee. They observed an injury to her lip. There was a tear to her shirt, and she had $107 in her right sock. Police also did test her, and they found that no drugs or no alcohol was in her system. When police asked her mother what happened when Carlee returned home, her mother said, "We tried to hug her as best as we could, but I had to stand back because she was not in a good state. So I had to stand back and let the medical professionals work with her." You can see that her parents are devastated about what they believe happened to Carlee. They can't even fathom what she has been through, and they just want to protect her. Her mother also said that people were lying on Carlee and they were making false allegations about what really happened to her. Her mother said she definitely fought for her life. There were moments when she physically had to fight for her life, and there were moments when she had to mentally fight for her life. The police started to dig into this abduction. They asked for additional help from the U.S. Secret Service, and they searched her phone, and they found searches related to information about Amber Alerts, one-way bus tickets from Birmingham to Nashville, how to take money from a cash register. I mean, come on, guys, like, and also there was a search about movie Taken.
On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term "you have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "how to take money from a register without being caught" was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "Birmingham bus station" was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time.
We were rooting for you. No, I'm joking. Come to find out, Taken 2 was one of Carlee's favorite movies. Now, if you don't know what Taken is a movie about a woman being abducted, and then there's a quest to find her kidnappers and bring the woman back home safe. So this was one of Carlee's favorite movies. There's even a tweet showing that, her saying that, oh, Taken is my favorite movie. Carlee had made these searches on the day of her disappearance, and I believe the day before her disappearance. It was either all in one day or some of it was a day before, but there were definitely searches the day of her disappearance. The police collected video footage from Carlee's job at the Woodhouse Day Spa. On the video, you can see Carlee concealing, or if you want to say hiding, a bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items that she had concealed. Now, these items were not found in Carlee's car, so, you know, the police are alluding to that Carlee needed these items to hide out somewhere. And let's not forget that Carlee did go to a restaurant before she was abducted, and she got a lot of food. And Carlee's mom even mentioned that she was like, oh, Carlee got me food. She doesn't share her food. I can't believe this. When she got home, I was going to tell her how thankful I was that you were actually sharing food with me, because Carlee was a foodie and she did not like to share food. So her mom was just surprised that she was going to share her food with her. But, you know, her mom never got that food. So I'm sorry, Mom, you were wrong. Carlee was not going to share that food with you. Police also tracked a 911 phone call that Carlee made, and it showed that Carlee was driving the distance of 600 yards. So this is compared to 6 football fields. Carlee said that she was following the toddler. Now, I don't know if this toddler is a track star and can run 6 football fields, but clearly that's not what happened. There were plenty of other cars driving down the interstate, and police say that they did not receive any other phone calls regarding a toddler on the interstate. And they said at this time there are no reports of any toddlers gone missing. Police asked Carlee to interview her a second time, and Carlee declined. She had said no so far, and the police said that there are many questions that they want answers to that they have not gotten yet. So after listening to all this, if you guys haven't put all the pieces together yet, police are saying that there is no evidence to verify that Carlee has actually been captured. So therefore, she has made this whole story up. She has lied. Is it a hoax? They're saying that there's no evidence to back up anything she is saying. Why did she lie, you ask? why did she make up this whole story? I mean, there are rumors going around saying why she did it, something about a boyfriend, something about her failing nursing school, something about her stealing from her job.
She's having to deal with the trauma of people just making completely false allegations about her.
Her family now urging the public to let the investigation play out, but mentioning an abductor. Her mother asking to read a brief message to the public.
Carlee has given detectives her statement so that they can continue to pursue her abductor.
There are just a bunch of rumors swirling around, so we don't know exactly why she did it, but I'm pretty sure we'll find out in the near future why she did it. The police are not going to let this go, so they're going to question her, and she's probably going to get charged like Sherry Papini did, or they're going to come up with some evidence showing that maybe this really did happen, but I don't think it happened, because clearly it didn't happen because she made all this stuff up. There's nothing to back her story up, so I mean, we're gonna find out one way or the other.
Do you believe that there's an abductor still out there?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Her parents are still saying that they are sticking beside her and that they believe her story. But if you can see in the videos, her mom is talking and saying, you know, I hope Carlee's found safe and all this stuff, or Carlee's been through a lot. And the dad is just sitting there like I know this is all bullshit. Just going along with the stuff because I need to stick by my family. So I don't know. He looks like he's just there because he has to be there. However, her boyfriend has deleted his post about supporting Carlee, and I think that shows that he is not believing her story anymore. So I really don't know. But I did hear that it's her boyfriend or her ex-boyfriend, so I'm not for sure which one he is. But I don't think he's believing her story anymore. Maybe the family will follow suit and realize, or maybe they'll just stick beside her. I don't know.
One thing is clear.
Do you believe she was fighting for her life?
Oh, she definitely fought for her life. There were moments when she physically had to fight for her life, and there were moments when she had to mentally fight for her life.
But she made it back to you.
She made it back.
The police say that the investigation is going to be focusing on figuring out what happened during those 49 hours that Carlee went missing. And they said they are confident in doing so. So you know what that means. They're gonna find out what happened to Carlee. Carlee seemed to be such a nice, determined, educated, responsible young woman. And it's very upsetting if this was a hoax, which it seems to be like, because Black females that go missing don't get the attention that Carlee got. I mean, this was national news. Everyone was looking for her. Everyone was concerned about her. People actually cared about us, about Black females. And this is very upsetting because I feel like now they aren't gonna take us seriously when we go missing. They aren't gonna pull out the Secret Service and the FBI to find us. All because of Carlee. And this really put like a taint on us. This tainted us. And I feel like people aren't going to care as much as they cared for this case for Carlee. And that's very sad and disappointing. We actually got the attention for a missing Black female, and now I feel like we're not gonna get that attention again. So guys, what do you think about this case? This case reminds me so much of the Sherry Papini case, and if you didn't know, I did do a video on that, so if you want, you could just go on my channel and watch that video. But this case reminds me so much of it. And in the beginning, I thought that she was really missing because her wig, like who leaves their wig behind? Who does that? She was dedicated to the story. She was dedicated. So I want to hear what you guys have to say. Please leave comments down below. Let me know if you believe her story. Let me know if you don't believe her story. You think it was all a hoax. Well, like I said, her family is still sticking beside her and they said it was real. So just put your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.